was going to say I want a light one, but they always come out light. Zaxxas is the classic. I'm going to go with Zaxxas. That always yields moderate results. I'm going to create my character. Obviously, I'll be a male. A human. An elf. We'll just go with classic human. We'll call ourselves, oh, of course, it's Shock Quest Taker, of course. I will be a mage. Yes. Lania is a kingdom in the world of Zaxxas. Lania is a peaceful kingdom where everyone has a home and a place in society. Okay. Kuzos is a struggling kingdom in a dark world. The magic-less kingdom is beset on all sides by powerful magic-using kingdom. Okay, well, that's not me. I'm a mage. Yalan is a kingdom in which the gnomes control society. They live among the humans, but exert a heavy control over the people. I want to be a second-class citizen. Location. Actually, I still want to be in a town that's got nothing wrong with it, but I'm always looking for quests. Norcisia. I'm not picking that one. In the King of Alania recently the Southern Kingdom wife and a child, sort of a series of the court, a peaceful setting. The family was tasked with ruling. I'll do that one. Probably helps to read it fully. When the King of Volania recently abdicated the throne to his son, the king's second wife and child requested they be allowed to move away from the pressures of court life to a more peaceful setting. The family was tasked with the ruling of Morthem, which was heavily populated by small fishing villages and lumber mills. This was not a problem for the small fishing villages that had no use for a central leader and immediately chose to split off and rule themselves under a constitutional monarchy. The lumber mills had been recently attacked by a nearby Orcish clan and were happy to have the protection. World events, fuck off. Zaxxas is a world of peace and prosperity. It is a land in which all races live together in harmony. The gnomes build their machines and live among the humans. Elves run the academies in which people come to learn. Ogres have no qualms living in the same town as humans or gnomes. Yet all is not well. You are Jacques, a male human mage in the region of Morthem. You recently graduated one of the academies of the kingdom's capital, and you are now in the service of the king. Although a constitutional monarchy, the kingdom is run by the crown, and whoever wears the crown wears the power and wears all the responsibility. The king's father had been assassinated 5 years before, and the king is very focused on ensuring the safety of the kingdom. The crown sends its agents out to make sure that the people of the kingdom are happy and their basic needs are met. Your job as a government agent is to make sure people of Morthem are happy and their needs are met. Your home is a small cottage in the town of Rossings. Alright? Tell me more. I'm going to be pressing enter on this, and I'll just make little bits here and there. Because who wants to do work? You share it with 2 humans and a fat, aging gnome, who is called Orgev. Orgev was once a great magician who served the king, but after falling out, he went into hiding. Oh, sipping me copper. Fucking Christ, it's hot. The king sent his men to bring him out, but Orgev refused. Is it Orgev? But Orgev refused to come out and was content to let his gnome concubine Mariah run the cottage. Oh, Mariah's back! Fantastic. The king's men eventually gave up and left. Orgev has been living a retired life ever since, but he still comes to Rossings to visit his old students. It's mighty nice of him, isn't it? I did have the idea that I actually wanted to... Hang on. Can I just copy this over? Yes. I wanted to... What Oh, fuck. Yeah, like that. Now whenever I write something, you can't see it, and it will be a surprise. Most of the students are no longer around, having left to live at other locations. But Orgev is still teaching, as he has for a few years. He is a very eccentric gnome. But he is kind and just. The four of you live in a quiet life in the cottage. You practice your magic together, trying to own your skills, and perfect your spells. Orgev is a great magician and a good friend. Fucking orc friend. What is he? Is he an elf? I actually can't remember. Oh no. Oh, a gnome. That's the one. I have to remember that. What is memo? I need to know. What? I believe I've come to a place I don't understand. Is that a memo for me or the AI? The four of you live a quiet life in the little cottage. You practice your magic together, trying to own your skills and perfect your spells. Orgev is a great magician and a good friend. He has been in Arden for years, but he is now getting ready to reappear. When he does, he plans to take his place among the ranks of the Wizards of the Crown. Fucking hell. Fuck. Life in Morthem is good. You have no wars to fight, no monsters to hunt, and no one to watch your back. All of these things are unnecessary in a kingdom such as this. The kingdom of Rakshas is at peace, but you know that it could be at war at any moment. This one. More descriptive, yes. Okay. Life in Morthem is good. You have no wars to fight, no monsters to hunt, and no one to watch your back. All of these things are unnecessary in a kingdom such as this. I'm trying to think how to write this. Is that one word? Life in Morthem is good, you have no wars to fight, no monsters to hunt, no one to watch your back. All of these things are unnecessary in a kingdom such as this. But a lack of monsters and wars does not halt you from seeking adventure, often making the eyes roll of the townsfolk. Often making the eyes of the townsfolk roll as you pass by every day in search of your next quest. You have been on many quests, but lately you've been doing a lot of traveling, mostly to other nations, but also to other regions of your own kingdom. Is Gnome father, or is he just Gnome? I can't remember. I'm just going to say it anyway. Father, I'm going out for the day in search of quests. Do not try and stop me. You not wait for your father's response. You know your mother's response will be far different from that of your father. Instead, you take your leave of them and set off on your journey. You whistle to yourself merrily as you stride down the street. You give a friendly wave to Barbara as you pass, and a chummy point to Steve as you head to the market square. You're not really worried about anything happening, do you? You're a mage, and have been training in the art since you were very young. You know you can take care of yourself. I was doing it in Yorkshire. You do not dwell on the details of what could happen, but instead think of all the things that could possibly happen. King Christ, he's optimistic. This music's pretty good, actually. You have a large imagination for a mage. You find the day to be rather uneventful. You try and find a quest by bothering the people in the town. You go to the town square and find the mayor sitting on a large wooden chair. He is a large burly man who must weigh at least 200 pounds. You convert 200 pounds to kilograms with magic. Didn't want that. Welcome to our fair city. What would his voice be? Welcome to our fair city. What brings you here? He asks. You look around and say, I am a magician. I have come here in search of a quest. The mayor sits back in his chair. I keep forgetting my voice. The mayor sits back in his chair and lets out a bellow. A magician! The mighty javelin thrower Zaran himself was only a half a god. And look what he got. You look to his head hanging on a pike. I don't know. You do not know what this is about, but you're about to find out. Gone Irish. The mayor stands up, and with a flick of his finger conjures a small black cube. Oh, I love black cube. He snaps his fingers and the cube suddenly changes to a black cube. Just not a small black cube, a regular cube. Okay, a regular black cube. He snaps his fingers again, it changes back to a small black cube. He snaps his fingers the third time, and it disappears. I've never seen magic quite like it. A party trick, Mayor. The mayor roars with laughter and answers. Come on, give me the text, quick.
You have not seen anything like it. Zarin was a great mage, but I have more magic in my finger than he did in his whole body.
It's kind of a bit orcish. I was going to say, wasn't he a gnome? Because his whole body would be small. But at the same time, Garen, or whatever his name is we live with, is also a gnome. And I'd feel bad. I really would. Sure. Just, you know, just Karen. You got this, AI. You got this. You're doing you. And that's all we ever wanted. The mayor snaps his fingers again, and 3 wooden soldiers suddenly appear in the square with muskets. They have the look of marines, and you wonder what else they might be up to.
These are my bodyguards. We'll walk through the Morthem together. If any harm should come to me, they will kill you.
Why would I harm you, Mayor? The mayor laughs.
You would not, but I might. If I should become sick, or should die, or should go mad, you would be the first to die. Now follow me.
I'll follow you. Stop snapping your fingers. The mayor snaps his fingers, and the wooden soldiers disappear. He stands up and offers you his arm. You take it, and he leads you down the street. He asks,
do you remember the way to Zarin's tower?
Yes, you nod. It's not a very confident one. Oh no, we went to Zoran's tower. Oh, sorry.
Good, it's a long walk, and you will need your magic if it starts to get dark. Oh, and there are a few dead people in these woods that you might want to avoid.
Why would I be scared of dead people? They're dead? The mayor lets out a deep chuckle. Here we go.
See what I mean? Now come on, I'll take you to Zarin.
Alright, take me there, you thick bastard, you. That's the text was a little bit bigger, actually. There you go. Banned words list. The one thing is you don't want to show the banned words list on the stream. Oh. Oh, fuck. Just because it looks easier on the thing. Why is that way fast? Oh, because longer. Right. Saved! Back to game. Holy fuck, that's big. It's readable now. It's gonna take me a minute to adjust to. You take the mayor's arm and follow him as he leads you through a nearby cemetery. The graves are nicely decorated, but a few are smashed, and some are lying on their sides. The mayor lets out another bellow, and the dead people stand up.
Scared them living beavers, he cries.
The dead people stumble towards Mayor. The text is actually too fat, it's distracting me. Hang on, I'm just gonna turn it down like the tiniest amount. The dead people stumble towards Mayor. You raise your hand and start chanting a protective spell, and the dead people go back to the grave. The mayor looks at you and says,
Damn, that was hot. I've never seen an adept of...
Wait. I can't even fucking remember his voice. It keeps changing.
I've never seen an adept of skill create such a protective field such as you do. Zarin himself could never have done as well as you did.
The mayor snaps his fingers, and the wooden soldiers appear again. Fuck off, wooden soldiers. Need not you. They take you to Zarin's tower. Zarin's tower is the tallest building in the city. It looms above the streets like a medieval castle. The first floor is a marketplace and a town square. Large. Very nice. You look around and see a wide variety of people, some wandering around aimlessly, but most are buying and selling goods. It's buying and selling goods. The second floor is where most of the shops are located. I thought you said the first floor. Never mind. There are 2 floors of shops. You look around and see a wide array of goods for sale. The third floor is residential. You look around and see that many of the homes are occupied by the rich and powerful. Fucking hell. Oh, fuck. You climb the stairs and are amazed by the size and the grandeur of the tower. It's a small palace. You look around and see that many of the rooms are being used for different purposes. Alright, Zaren's home is the largest and nicest home you've seen. It must be... Nah, this one's more coherent, I think. We're still looking through the place. The third floor is residential. You look around and see that many of the homes are occupied by the rich and powerful. You climb the stairs and are amazed by the size and grandeur of the tower. It's like a small palace. You look around and see that many of the rooms are being used for different purposes. Hang on. See if it actually does something. Double space. The purposes include an auditorium, a museum, a throne room, and more. The mayor speaks to you.
This way, he points down a hallway and says, Zaren's chambers are at the far end.
Can you spell his name? Zaren. With an R in it.
Fucking hell.
You stroll merrily alongside the mayor towards Zaren's chambers. Along the way, you see more magical marvels. There's a small room with a pretty girl playing a lute. It's one of the fucking windows in Amsterdam. She looks sad. Yeah, it is one of the rooms in Amsterdam. She looks sad and is very reminiscent of the princess in the fairy tale Cinderella. How do you know that? Never mind. It's story. I don't know it. She's knowing it. It's telling me what she knows. I need to get used to it in this. That it's like every new piece of information, if it contradicts the previous, it just overwrites it. I just need to get that in my brain. You got to go with it. Very soon, Cinderella, which you've actually heard the town crier reciting a long time ago. But that's another story. It is another story, you're right. You wonder if she is a magical prodigy like you. God, I think highly of myself. You smile smugly. Then there's a room that is filled to the brim with tiny cannons. Large cannon, small cannon, ammunition, gunpowder, rockets, missiles, magic missiles, explosives, sticks of dynamite, flint knives. Flint knives. After all that. Hatchets, swords, shields, armor, bows and arrows. This room makes you feel uneasy. You have to be careful not to trip over anything. Trips over something. No, I didn't. No. No. Okay, hang on. Undo. You trip over nothing. You trip over nothing and flick a lit stick of dynamite, and it goes off with a loud explosion that sears your ears and sets your clothing on fire. The mayor looks at you and whispers, "What? I don't think that was wise.
We must be getting close to Zaren's chambers."
Remaining calm. Remain calm. You look around the chamber in which you are and now see a large thick door. Is that how you spell douse? No, that's not how you spell douse. Douse has a W in it. Oh, fuck. You bend down and splash water on the fire, but it only puts it out partially. You run up to one side of the door and the mayor on the other side. The mayor says,
"Give it a good kick, will you?"
You look at the door and run your foot against it. It swings open and the mayor enters first. You follow him into Zaren's chambers. Why the fuck are we kicking it down? What's the town called that we live in? I'll just put the mayor of my town. Because it sounds funny. Sir Zaren, I present to you the mayor of my town. Sir Zaren sits in a large, comfortable chair, wearing an immense golden crown. His long flowing cape is purple, and his cuffs are lined with sparkling golden beads. His wife also has a line of sparkling golden beads, but they're thicker, and somewhere else. He stares at you for a long time and then speaks. "So you're the mayor of your town?" Zaren asks in a deep voice. You nod vigorously. No. Yes, I nod vigorously. Yes, he is. Just when I had hope. Okay, I'm the mayor now. What's the mayor's actual name? I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. Let it do its thing. Sir Zarin laughs. Then why is your army marching in my lands? You frown and say, I don't know what you mean. Sir Zarin takes a long, thin cigar from a nearby table and says, I will enlighten you. I run this kingdom and its military. The man you call Lord of the Land is a puppet of the kingdom. He only holds a constitutional title. My word. My word. I never knew. I am the only one who holds all the power. I am the king. Sir Zarin chuckles. Oh, that's probably finishing my thing, saying, my word, I am the one who holds all the power, I am the king. Sir Zarin chuckles. Oh, you are no king of mine. I'm trying to think of... You speak of such profanities in my presence. I'll have your head for this if you continue like this, Zarin. Zarin sighs. It's just a joke, King. Fucking hell. I was brought up with more manners than many a peasant, I'll have you know. Now I understand your dismay at finding yourself in the presence of a king who does not have the decency to behave as one. Jesus Christ, he's fucking throwing me in the dirt. This is how a king should behave. I myself am a commoner, and have risen as high as I have through only blind luck and the support of the king. Now you listen to me, young one. I understand your dismay. I understand your pain. But know that I am in a much worse position than you are. I was born a king. The son of a king. The son of a king. What? Oh no. Don't go in a loop. I was born a king, the son of a king, the son of a king. It's one way of saying that you have lineage. Your position is not so great that you cannot be humble yourself. You can rise in rank. You can become the first of many. You can become a general. But you cannot alter the course of events. This is a cutscene. Destiny is a great and merciless thing. I am afraid you cannot fight fate. Only yourself. Wise words, wise words. Only you can decide your future. Oh, I'll come back. Only you can decide your future. Now you leave me in the care of Sir Osis. I advise you to treat him with respect. He is a knight, and has been one since he was 3 years old. Jesus. I have Sir Osis, the knight. He is a hard man, just as I am. He will be good one. He will be a good one to have by your side. Good news! I just went down that route. In battle. Now you leave. You nod your head, but... Oh. Oops. Pressed 4. Weird. You nod your head, but... Sir Zarin waves his hand. I have no interest in hearing your pleas. The king's laws are clear. You are to go and bring the head of the person you call king. Nah, just fucking do it. I don't want to write anything. I don't want to write shit, actually. Oh, he's still continuing his speech. He's going on another cutscene monologue. You will then be known as the first in a long line of kings who have done such a thing. This is your destiny. It is not a glorious one, but a bloody and brutal one. Oh, thank you, King. Thank you very much. I advise you to embrace it, lest you suffer the fate of many a man who has attempted to rise against destiny. Sir Osis awaits your return. He is to be your shield and spear. I am a fucking powerful mage. I need not someone to fight beside me. He will protect you and fight by your side. He has a sword, a shield, and will fight well. Sir Zarin says, May the ground protect you. All the voices merging into one. This is a good day. You have brought honor to yourself and to the crown. Now go forth and bring me the head of the man you call king. There's no end quotes there. He's going to keep talking. Destiny may not smile upon you, but make sure that you are well protected. Sir Zarin exits the chamber, and you stand alone. The mayor comes up behind you and says, Prepare for a feasting. Don't worry. You can count on us to be by your side through thick and thin. Always. Give me more than one word to read, please. We are the knights of the realm. The king is but a figurehead, and we will fight on our king's honor. We will not stop until the head of this king is on a plate. You nod. Alright. Don't really understand. Honouring the king by cutting off his head. I need to fight well and win this battle. People will need a strong king.
Amen, says the mayor. Let us pray.
Oh, fuck you. To our Father who art in heaven. You bow your head and say the words of blessing. I wanted to say more. I should have done a story instead. Thy kingdom bring forth the corn, and give us enough to give us enough to eat. Bless this food and drink. Make it so that our enemies may fail and perish at our feet. And the mayor takes your hand and leads you in a prayer. That wasn't the prayer. After you've finished, the mayor pulls you aside and whispers,
"Now go forth and win this battle. Art will be with you always."
Okay. You go back to the room and the mayor leaves. There is Orsis waiting for you. He's already in armour. There we go.
Shit!
I trust you will stand valiantly at my side through this quest, Sir Orsis. Where's it gone? Oh. I will, Marvin the Bush. I will, Sir. He's in an armour, so he's gonna. I will, Sir Jack. Destiny calls us to arms, and we shall answer. How do you spell treacherous? Oh no. Oh no. Treacherous. I was close. Oh, I was one letter off. Look at that. Oh, it's not gonna fucking auto scroll anymore. Look at that. Very good, Sir Ursus. Come, may we begin our treacherous journey. You go forth and put on your armour. You look at yourself in the mirror. You look fierce and strong. You ready? Well, now I've got armour. I am. It's me lifting up the visor. Why doesn't it auto scroll when it does this? Fucker. Then let us go to battle, to glory. You put on your sword and sheath your. You put on your sword and sheath your shield and take your position in the front line. Unsheaths shield. Oh. Ursus, defend the king's honour. Yes, sir. You shall go forth and begin your journey. The Gnome King has a golden crown and sits above on a pedestal. It looks serene on his throne. You see goblins, kobolds, and other vile creatures. Oh, right, goblins, not gnomes, alright. You see goblins, kobolds, and other vile creatures swarming around the base of the pedestal, preparing to attack. Ursus, be vigilant. Yes, sir. The goblins, kobolds, and other vile creatures swarm around you and throw their wicked-looking spears at you. I cast a deflective shield. You hold up your shield and it absorbs most of the blows. There is a kobold with a wicked-looking sword who attacks you. You go forth and cast your sword at him. You go forth and deflect the attacks of the goblin and kobold with your sword. There is a foul stench of goblin and kobold. You see them all run away. His name is Sir Rosus, I need to remember that. Orton. Good work. Good word.
Damn it! Shit! Ass! Cunt! What?
Undo it. Oh wait, redo it. There you go. Good work, Sir Rosus. Thank you, sir! The guards all cheer. Rosus grabs your arm and points up. You look up and see the Gnome King looking down at you. How the fuck do you spell gnome? Gnome? I mean, it's right there, I shouldn't have trouble. What say you, Gnome King? We have defeated your pathetic forces. Will you heed our words? The Gnome King laughs. I don't wanna...
Words? This is not a request. I'll have your head.
You bow your head. Oh god. Come on then, I fucking dare you. Yes, your majesty, we wait your command. The Gnome King looks down at you, and the Gnome King says...
That easy? What?
I need to meditate. What's his voice? I need to meditate. May I have a few minutes alone? There is a voice speaking to your mind. It says, you have no right to give the king orders. Shut up. You say out loud to the voice in your head. What? No, not you. Oh, it's this. Shut up. Shut up. The guards all look at you. The Gnome King looks away and closes his eyes. The Gnome King looks away and closes his eyes. You whisper to Ursus, this is the perfect time to strike, while the Gnome King has his back turned. He nods in agreement. Then he stabs at the king, and he manages to hit him in his side. The king falls, and the goblins, kobolds, and other vile creatures charge at you. Have at thee, you screech. You cast several fancy magic fireballs towards the charging enemies. The goblins and kobolds all run away screaming. Then the guards charge in your direction. You run forward and hit guard in jaw. Why? You run forward and hit guard in jaw. You twist his head around and hit him again. In the side of the head. He falls down. You hit another guard in the knee with your heavy armoured fist. He falls down too. Down? I know where the accent. You grab a spear and jab it in the face of another guard. He falls down. You throw a dagger to yet another guard. He deflects the weapon with his shield. Aha! A worthy opponent, finally! He's got the same voice. Don't you realise who I am? You turn around and see your reflection in the Gnome King's eyes. You are a disgrace to the crown. A disgrace to the royal family. Stop it, all of you. Stop bickering. You bow your head. I am. I hereby sentence you to death. Oh, please. Oops. Spell mercy then with a capital. Mein Schutz, Engel Star. Oh, please, Gnome King. Have mercy on this here poor soul. I beg you. The Gnome King raises his hand and slaps you across the... I can't do it. Ah! Does that even sound like a... There you go. Slaps you across the face. Death is too kind a fate for a traitor to deserve. You see a kobold rush towards you. Fucking Christ, you exclaim. You run in the opposite direction, without care for where you're stepping. A kobold head bashes against your sword blade with incredible force. You push the kobold away and deflect the clumsy swing. You shove your sword blade into the kobold's stomach. The kobold gasps and tries to get his sword out, but you've got a firm grip on it. Take that, you bastard. Take that, you bastard. You pull your sword out of the kobold's gut and stab him in the eye. The kobold falls to the ground and you run to the king to receive your reward. Did I do good? You bow before the king and get ready to ask for mercy, but the king instead gives you a look with his one working eye. His one wonky working leaking eye. Oh, I said that, then my eye leaked for a second then. Oh, never. The spear that was in his hand snaps in half. You take the end of the spear and stab it into the king's side. Ah, you treacherous little runt! The king yells. Finally realising what you've just done, he grabs a spear and stabs it into his own stomach. Then he falls to the ground, dead. What's another word for, like, validity? Venerable? I don't know. We are victorious, you're shouting... Oh, where's it gone? I've lost myself. We are victorious, you shout in veneration. Remember, this day is the day you were freed from the tyrannical Gnome King. The goblins and kobolds are all dead. The goblins were caught by surprise and the kobolds never stood a chance. Sir Ursus, what is our next quest? He will be the quest giver.
I don't know, my lord. What do you want to do?
I want to go to the elves.
Yes, my lord, with your... Yes, my lord, with your powers we can go in an instant.
Of course. Right you are. Of course, right you are. I'll cast my super teleportation spell right now. Immediately you're whisked away into the air. Into the air? Into the air. You soar through the sky and arrive at the elven home. Bat falling through the roof.